Hello, this is Trevor Lewis, and this is another video from the Voyager Middle School STEAM Lab. This is a video in our xDesign series using xDesign for 3D printing. We're going to just practice extruding, which is the most basic way of making a shape from a flat shape. You just take that flat shape and you give it a thickness, or you can think of it as a height or a width or a depth. We just take that flat shape and we extend it up into a prism. It's the most basic thing. It's the way that they make straws and they make roof gutters. Roof gutters on your house, they go like really long, so they don't come on a truck like that. They bring the metal, they melt it down, they just pull it through, and it just extrudes out that same shape. So first thing we do is got to draw a shape. So pick a plane, any plane. I'm gonna choose a different plane this time than I normally would. I normally choose the XY plane because we're 3D printing. But I'm going to choose the YZ plane, and I'm going to draw a shape, and it doesn't matter what shape I draw. I'll try the centerline slot, and I'm going to choose that plane. It's going to open this up, and I'm going to come up here away from those reference planes, and I can just click to draw and click to finish, and then I can click how wide I want my slot to be when I'm done with my sketch. So let me show you a couple of things here. To finish my sketch, I usually click here, but let's see if this shortcut works from SolidWorks. If you just go into features and you choose extrude right now, it closes my sketch for me and it opens the extrude. There it goes. So by doing that, I've told it which sketch I want to extrude. Normally when you choose an extrude, I have to choose which sketch it is. So I can click and drag this arrow, make it a little longer. And you can see I just gave it a depth here. So I'm going to hit the check mark, and I've extruded. That's it. So there's my object. Now let me show you how to add to this object a couple different ways. So I'm going to sketch again. This time, let's see, what should we sketch? I'm going to sketch using just the line tool. And I'm going to start on this XY plane this time. And then I am going to make sure I'm underneath my sketch here. So I'm going to go right from above here, and I'm just going to draw a shape. So the line tool, if I click, and then I click, and then I can click, and it's giving me all sorts of references here to try and make things better, but I'm intentionally sort of choosing to draw my shape a little differently. And if closed the shape properly, it should fill in like that. So there's my closed shape. So now you can see that is existing underneath my existing object. And I'm going to switch over to features again and choose extrude again. And now it's going to say, when my extrude window pops up, what do you want to extrude? And you can see there's some options here. Let's look at some of these options. I'm going to choose sketch 2 from this menu here. And so I could click it here. I could click it here. It's going to show up here in sketch profiles. Now it's remembering what I did last time. Last time I extruded some random amount, and I did what's called a blind extrude. So no matter what was going on in my model, I went this amount, okay? I can push this button right here to reverse it, go the other way. But what if I wanted to go and I just wanted to hit that surface, okay, and then stop? So you have some options here. You got mid-plane, through all, both, through one way, up to next geometry, up to next, up to body. You can play around with these depending on your situation and see which one works best for you. Let's try up to geometry. Now it says where. Select item for direction 1. So I have to actually click on the item, and now it'll extrude up to that item. So that's nice. It's a little bit unnecessary when it's a flat object like this. And you can see I have options of adding these two things together so they become one solid, cutting one from the other, right? Or making a new object that's going to stay separate. So I'm just going to add. I'm going to hit the check mark. Now I have one solid body with both of those features put together into one object. Okay, let's make a hole. Okay, so I'm gonna go to sketch this time, and this time I'm not gonna choose one of these planes. I'm gonna choose this face right here. So I can sketch on that face. I can click on it, and I can also do this where I can choose new sketch. So it's gonna create a sketching plane for me right on the top surface. See how that's right on the top surface that I had selected? So then I can come in here, and if I wanted to draw something, I showed you how to draw something with straight lines. For most of what I want to draw in the world, I probably want to use a combination of straight lines and curves. And getting used to using this spline tool is really useful. So the Spline Tool, if you click a lot, oops, that was a double click, I guess. If you click a lot with the Spline Tool, you get a lot of control over exactly where the curve goes. Well, it doesn't really like me clicking very close. I probably have to zoom in more, huh? So if I click and I add lots of points, I can add lots of details using the Spline Tool. But if I go further out, and you can see I can create these curves and have them be more broadly defined. This draws just a little bit differently than it does in SolidWorks than I'm used to. But I like drawing with the Spline Tool. The trick always is that it always thinks you want to keep going, even though I've closed this shape. So I have to hit the escape key to finish. And you can see I've closed the shape. So now I'm going to hit the check mark because I want to keep that shape. And now I'm going to go to Features and choose Extrude. And I'm going to choose this shape. And I'm a little bit lost here. Here we go. Oops. Oh, it didn't let me choose the whole shape. Let me see that again. Let's see. There we go. I chose the whole shape by clicking on the inside instead of just on one curve. It's going out. It's going blind. It's remembering that other means that I did. I'm going to make this a lot smaller. I'm going to go just a little bit. And I actually went inside. See that? But it's set to add, so that's not going to really do much for me if I already have an object there. I'm going to set it to cut. Okay. And I can even type in a number, so it's like 4 point whatever. I'm going to just type in 5. Make it a 5 millimeter deep divot in that shape. So that's another way to extrude. We can add, we can subtract, we can do it on a surface, we can do it on a plane. Those are all extrusions. You can even extrude letters by typing in with the text tool here in Sketches. So these are all different ways to extrude things. Try some extrusions, take a screenshot of it, send it to me so I can see that you understand how to make things that go straight up and straight out. You can make quite a lot with these sorts of objects.